Good morning. Welcome to Las Ventanas Live with Brittany and Carolyn, our guest side host here today. She will be here to talk about the Utah Shakespeare Festival. So just before that, I'm going to tell you all about some of our activities going on. So as you know, today is Friday, June 11th, and it's Pride Day. So for the Pride Month, we're going to be wearing any rainbow, colorful attire on Friday just to support the LGBTQ community. So that'll be all day on Friday. Starting at 9:30, we have our trivia with me. So that'll be in the library at 9:30. I know I heard Carolyn answer some trivia questions the other day when our speaker was here. She was pretty good. So you might want to join us for that. I don't know, but everyone can join us if you want to. It's at 9:30. Coffee and blueberry scones. They're delicious. They're hard to eat all the time, but they're delicious. And just a reminder, at 10 o'clock, we did have the Spring Craft Spectacular. So that was going to a craft show that was at the Expo at World Center. That is unfortunately going to be canceled. We didn't have enough signups, so we did cancel the trip. So anyone who was looking to sign up, it is canceled now. We do have at 11 o'clock Zumba. So if you want to shake your tail feather and lose some calories or burn calories, not lose them, same thing, please, it'll be with me in the fitness center at 11. So join us. We'll have a lot of fun. And I do want to update everyone about the movie. So I know some have probably seen that the movie flyer on the news feed now. It has the trailers of each movie that's playing now. So you might see just one of them. You have to press the read more. It's underneath and you'll see the other two movies that are showing. So now if you look at the movie flyer and you're like, oh, what's this movie about? Guess what? We have the trailer on there for you now, thanks to a suggestion from our IT Mike. So that was a great suggestion. And I hear people are loving seeing the movie trailer on the actual movie flyer now. So that's new and we'll keep that going. Every movie should have a trailer, so we shouldn't have any issues about that. Also, I wanted to talk about our trip on the 14th, Monday. That is the Las Vegas Aviators trip, which is great. It's already closed now for sign up. This is just a reminder for those that are going. If the bus leaves at 6:30, you all will be with Midge. She has all of the tickets now. So if you have not paid yet, I know for those who have signed up, if you have not paid, please call concierge well, not call them. You have to actually go to concierge with a check made out to Las Ventanas. And that check is for $20. So remember, the ones who have signed up, who have not paid yet, get that payment in before you leave on the 14th. One last thing I do want to mention, we have the locking of activities. So let's say Father's Day, that flyer came out yesterday, or it came out yesterday, so you were able to sign up. I know before that the activity was locked, so I'm going to start having, when you see the flyer for the activity, then it's going to unlock. So we spoke about the sock hop with Wayne. So we just were, building interest. So the activity is still locked until a certain time. And then as soon as it unlocks, then you can start signing up for it. And when it unlocks, you will see the flyer on the news feed. So I'm going to try to keep that going at the same time. So when you see it, you can sign up. So I think that's all I have. So I'm going to move it over to Carolyn.
Thank you, Brittany.
You're welcome.
So much. It's good to be here. Yay. And I would just like to tell you a little bit about the Utah Shakespeare Festival. For those of you who have gone in the past, you know a lot about it. For those of you who haven't, it might be something new. But anyway, it was founded in 1961 and presented their first season in 1962. So they've been doing Shakespeare in Cedar City, Utah for 59 years. And that to me is incredible. I know the last time Las Ventanas people went up, they met Fred Adams, who was the founder, who entertained them. And everybody that I know that went just absolutely loved it. But basically it's repertory theater, and it has received all kinds of national recognition. In the year 2000, they won the Tony Award for Outstanding Regional Theater. And that is really, really a big, big deal. That was, it's like winning the Academy Award for the Best Actor.
Yes, tears and everything.
Now, in the year 2001, they received the National Governors Association Award. That would be from all 50 states. So that they gave it to the Utah Shakespeare Festival for distinguished service in the arts. So they have been doing this and doing it very well for a good number of years. In 2011, they got an Emmy Award. And that it was basically for a live broadcast of the, what did they cover? A Midsummer Night's Dream, and they did a live broadcast. And so they got an Emmy Award for that. So they have just gotten numerous awards. Fred Adams was named Utah's Entrepreneur of the Year in 2003. I mean, and they have had such a huge impact on Cedar City. Now, another interesting tidbit is the budget for the first play in 1961 was less than $1,000. The annual budget today is over $7 million. Ooh. Okay. Now, in 1962, there were 3,276 visitors for the Utah for their very first season. But today it's like closer to 100,000 each season. And they do 9 plays. So they do some Shakespeare, but they do some that are not Shakespeare because they can, and because they want to introduce young people. So they do a lot of things that attract families. They want young people to learn about the arts and get into this. But the other thing is for those of you who have gone for years and years and years to that outdoor Shakespeare theater, you can remember it was built way, way back when, and they needed a new theater. So in 2016, the Beverly Sorensen Center for the Performing Arts opened. And at that time, the Utah Shakespeare Festival got 3 new theaters. The Engelstadt Shakespeare Theater. So it's still outdoor theater. It's still, the Globe. It still is the Globe. And, Shakespeare, as you may or may not know, there were several things that the British Broadcasting Company came over here from England to Cedar City to film for some of their things, because that is so authentic and they do such a great job. But anyway, in 2016, all the theaters are in one complex, and it is absolutely beautiful and so much easier to get around and more easier for old people, much easier for old people. Trust me. I was young when I first started going. I'm not young anymore. And they do a fabulous job, but they have the Engelstadt Shakespeare Theater. They have the Randall Jones Theater that has been there since about 1990, but it's an excellent theater. And they also have the Eileen and Alan Ains Studio Theater. It's a black box theater, and it's lovely as well. So it's all in one complex. So you don't have to go cross the streets and up and down and whatever. It's much easier to get around because it's all in one complex. So I just want to encourage those of you who have been thinking about possibly wanting to go and haven't, to think again, because we did have some cancellations. Like we always do, it seems like people think, oh, gee, I'd love to do that, and then realize that they'd already booked a vacation out of town.
Yeah,
that happens. But we're going to see on Wednesday, the Pirates of Penzance at 2:00. And so that, many of us are familiar with that, but it will be a great musical. And I think people will really enjoy that. On Wednesday evening, the Comedy of Errors in the Engelstadt Outdoor Shakespearean Theater. So it will be fabulous. And then Thursday, we will see ragtime. And we left Thursday morning open so people could explore the charming little town of Cedar City.
Mhm.
I mean, they actually have a soda fountain that looks like it came from the
A
1950s.
soda fountain.
A soda fountain where you can get a soda.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice.
It really is. I mean, and there's a lot of little shops for a lot of artists
Mhm.
up there. And so there's a lot of, local talent in the area. People have shops and it's just great to wander in and out. And all the people up there are so gracious. They just let you come in and, if you buy something, fine. If you don't, that's okay too. Take a look, enjoy. They want you to enjoy their little town.
Mhm.
And it really is a charming, walkable, very, very nice little town. So if you are thinking about going to Shakespeare, go down and see Vanessa at the concierge desk, and she can help you and she can take your check. If you have a private hotel room, your own room, the cost is $425 for everything. Well, basically that includes 3 plays, overnight in the hotel, breakfast. It does not include your lunches. And if you want a glass of wine for dinner, you're on your own. Now, if you're a couple or if you have a significant other or just a good friend and you want to share a room, the cost comes down to $360 per person. So keep that in mind and go see Vanessa, because we'd love to have you join us on the trip. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And that's on July 21st and 22nd?
That's correct, July
There you go.
21st and 22nd.
All right. So for more information, you can go to Vanessa at Concierge and she'll sign you up and tell you more.
That's right. And you can always call me.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'll try and help anybody I can, because like I say, we're going to have a very good trip and a good time.
It sounds like fun and it sounds like it's very accessible. So that's what's the real selling point there as well. So
Yes.
all right. Well, I think that's all we have for you all today. You all have a great weekend and we'll see you all soon. Thanks for coming on the show, Carolyn.
Thank you, Brittany.
All right. Bye, guys.
Okay.